This clip is sponsored by Wash and Go, and that can only mean one thing. That's right, I'm surrounded by a sea of green. By now you should know that Wash and Go is the best way to look after your luscious locks. I mean, look at what it's done for mine. Fantastic. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at some of the 600 plus unreal reviews on their Amazon page. Linda from the United Kingdom says, well, it smells lush and leaves hair smelling fresh. Fantastic, Linda. Kindle customer JSB says, product arrived as advertised. Always very important. Always important to know that, Kindle customer JSB. And finally, my personal favourite, it's shampoo and it works for me. Absolutely fantastic there from Casey. It is indeed shampoo and also a conditioner. If you want to get your Wash and Go today, then hit the link in the description and get your bottle sent to you today. And remember, it's a shampoo and it works for me. Stan, this is your latest Manchester United news, and as if we're not used to this, any crumb of positivity at United is always going to be followed quickly by a big turd of information to come out, or a story, and that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about more unrest, a big story coming out from Christian Falk. Look, the pros and cons of that, I'm more than happy to discuss as to whether that is a story that you want to believe or not. By all means, we'll talk about that. We'll also be talking about Paul Pogba and the reality of the situation. Another update about Pogba's come out in the last hour or so that, you know, he may even be open to staying in England, but not at Manchester United. And another German source talking about Nkunku potentially coming to United in the summer as well, and that Leipzig wouldn't be surprised if a bid came in. But Ronaldo, players turn against Ronaldo. That's the story we're going to start off with here. Let me read you the headline and then we'll take it from there. So this has come from Christian Falk. He says, true, the English players like Harry Maguire, Marcus Rashford and co are irritated that Ronaldo wants to lead the dressing room with his own clique. There is a risk of a split in the team. That story is quite big. It is quite big. I quote tweeted it and said that's massive. In fact, what did I say? I'll quote myself here. Massive this, and makes sense when you think about performances and leadership issues. Now, it's a source, it's a story. People will believe it or they won't believe it. That's up to them. Is it Rashford? Is it Maguire? Is it somebody else? Is there an issue with Ronaldo? But what we do know, and I think instead of getting overly dramatic about this, there's no need to go off on a rant or anything like that. The reality is, we as Manchester United fans are very, very frustrated with the dressing room antics of Manchester United. Gary Neville, a former captain of Manchester United, only on Sunday spoke openly and publicly about leaks in that dressing room, knowing who they are and saying it's disgusting. This has gone beyond... I still think there are United fans out there that think it's just paper talk. Why are we talking about it? It's just paper talk. It's not paper talk. It's been going on for a very long time this season, and it's not paper talk. You know, it's just not paper talk. There is dressing room unrest. There are people leaking information. These are facts. We don't necessarily know who it is, and you know, Christian Falk saying Maguire, Rashford and people like that may not be right, may be right, may not be right. But what is totally logical and frustrating as a football fan is that Manchester United have got a split dressing room. There's not unity there. Unity is a treble winning side. Unity is Man City. Unity is Liverpool. We don't have that. Doesn't mean we can't win games. Doesn't mean we can't get top four. But we cannot win titles. And we cannot win Champions League because we don't have unity. And people think that unity is there. There's no unity in that team because, oh, I don't like the fact that you're earning more money than me. Oh, I don't like your haircut. I don't like your nationality. I mean, some stupid reason. I don't know. It's not about that. It's about different standards. And to me, this was absolutely inevitably going to happen. When you buy... I remember... Look, dig the clip out. I remember us talking about this. When you buy Cristiano Ronaldo, we said, this is the best thing that's happened to this club in years. We are buying one of the best players in the world who's got the same mentality as the fans. We finally got somebody in the dressing room who has the same mentality as the fans. He wants Manchester United to win. He won't accept the lowering of the standards, and he'll call it out if it's not good enough. We embraced and celebrated it and high-fiving this in September when Ronaldo came in. We're like, yes, he won't take any shit. Ronaldo will go in there. He's done there. He's won it all. He knows what to do. He's the leader we need. He's going to go in that dressing room, and if they don't get on board, he'll call them out and they'll be hell to play. Unfortunately, Ronaldo has gone into that dressing room and said, This is how you win. You've got to work hard. You've got to play this way. You've got to keep this mentality. You're doing it wrong. He's gone in there and done that. And unfortunately, because we're a team of self-privileged, egotistical, not good enough players, instead of going, wow, here's somebody who knows how to play football, who knows how to win. Let's all get on board with him and listen to him. Instead, people have gone, he's taken away some of my glamour. He's getting more focused than me. He's acting like he's the leader and I should be the leader. And that's what's happened at Manchester United. Unfortunately, what we saw as a big positive, bringing in a leader who knows how to win, has actually ruffled the feathers of some of our cosy, lazy, I'm a United player, look at me, I've got, look how many followers I've got, look at this, you know, I'm wearing a United top. Yeah, give me the brand deals, give me the, yeah, this is the life. They've been coasting for 3 years with a manager who let them coast. Suddenly, there's somebody come in and gone, why are you hitting that pass? Why are you taking that shot? Why are you not working on this? Why are we not winning this game? What are you? The questions are being asked, but they're being asked not by a manager. They're being asked by a player, and some of them just don't like it. And Gary Neville will tell you this, and you know journalists who are getting the information will tell you this, and you as fans know this. So whether Christian Falk's story is accurate or not, let's start from the starting point that this is happening. The players who are doing it, to be honest, not really bothered. I don't care whether it's Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof. I don't care whether it's Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes. The reality is it's happening. And it's just, you know, I think people want to know who the players are that are doing it. Well, 2 + 2 is 4. Figure it out. It is quite obvious. But there are players in that team who do not like the Ronaldo clique. Now, the Ronaldo clique is this. David De Gea, not completely, but these are the players that are with completely behind Ronaldo and want to learn and work with Ronaldo and actually would probably like him to be the captain. And to be honest, that's the solution. That's the solution. I've sort of come to the solution before getting through things. But Fred loves Ronaldo. McTominay loves Ronaldo. Bruno loves Ronaldo. Pogba loves Ronaldo. Dalot loves Ronaldo. De Gea loves Ronaldo. Varane loves Ronaldo. I don't know what the situation is with Sancho and Rashford, so I can't say. I'm not saying they don't like him. I don't know what the situation is with Luke Shaw. I don't know what the situation is with Harry Maguire. I don't know what the situation is with Victor Lindelof, and I really don't know what the situation is with people like Cavani and Lingard. So there's a lot of people I don't know what the situation is, and you would know that. You would know those players that I've named. So there is division in that dressing room. And basically, if you look, I'm not saying that Christian Falk has got this bang on. My understanding of Christian Falk is, and we've had him on the show in the past, he's very good on German news. Very good on German news. He was ahead of the game that Haaland was going to Dortmund instead of us. Ahead of the game that Upamecano was going to go to Bayern before anybody else. Ahead of the game that Bellingham was going to go where he did, and Werner where he went. So he's got good contacts and connects, especially around Bayern Munich, but certainly German football. We've got good connections with German football. You might have figured that out. So look, it's a big statement as well for a journalist to come out and what you want to believe about the players. But what he's saying is that players are becoming irritated. This is the thing that I care about. I mean, he says English players like Maguire and Rashford. I mean, any English player then. It could be Sancho. Why not Lingard? Why not Luke Shaw? Why not Dean Henderson? You know, let's throw them all in there. Let's be anti-English, I suppose. You know, but that to me is irrelevant. The most relevant part is, and the bit that we all know is true, is that there's irritation in the dressing room that Ronaldo wants to lead it with his own clique. And that is true. There is division in the dressing room because there are cliques in there. That's the thing that we should take from this. The name calling, this, that and the other, you can make your own mind up about that. You know, I saw somebody on Twitter today saying it's Luke Shaw and they've got no evidence. You know, it was Rashford the other day. It's Harry Maguire today. It's somebody else tomorrow. But the reality is, there is a divide in that dressing room because Ronaldo is the leader, but some people don't want him to be the leader because he's only been here for a few months and they've been there longer and they've got their own clique that runs the dressing room and they don't want Ronaldo to do it because it's a new clique. The reality is that it's a very difficult situation for Rangnick to deal with if he hasn't got support of the board, and it's a very difficult situation to deal with on the pitch. I mean, look, you can read into all sorts of things. We're beating Brighton because of a Ronaldo goal, right? That's out of nothing. At that point, It's the start of the second half. We've been dominated in the first half. Ronaldo scores a worldie. I would have thought the whole team would have ran and celebrated with Ronaldo. They didn't. McTominay did, Fred did, Bruno did, Sancho did. Maguire didn't. I don't think Lindelof did either. Dalot did. I don't know whether Shaw did, but Maguire didn't. Captain of the club, he didn't run to the to Ronaldo to celebrate. I don't know. You know, maybe that's normal, maybe it's not. But people will read into things like that. But you shouldn't read into things like that, because even if he ran and gave him a hug, it doesn't mean that he supports him in the dressing room. There is a divide. We can still get top four, but these things need to be solved in the longer term. I don't think they're solvable in the short term, because there's going to be, what's going to happen? Oh, let's everybody let's all go out to the restaurant and have a chat. Oh, let's all pretend we're getting on with each other now. Yeah, we're all getting on really, really well. The next game we lose, why are you doing that? You know, it's going to continue. Personally, if I was in charge, I would strip the captaincy from Maguire. I think he's the worst captain we've ever had, and I would give it to Ronaldo, because Ronaldo is the best leader we've got, and he's the best player that we've got. And, you know, I think it's easier to put a team out if people really throw a tantrum. Like, if Maguire didn't like the captaincy being taken off him, you could play Bailly or Lindelof next to Varane. You know, if Luke Shaw wasn't happy about it, you could play Telles. If Rashford's not happy, he's not even starting at the moment. So I think you know, the club have got to go with the Ronaldo route. And I think that's what a lot of the players have figured out, is that, you know, this is the right way to go. But it doesn't mean these problems are going to be solved. And it doesn't mean that these things are not true. Categorically, 100%, there is massive problems in that dressing room for Manchester United. And a lot of it comes down to all sorts of things. It's, I'm not playing, he's playing, he's getting more, you know, glamour than me, because they're all social media focused. It's a toxic dressing room. And Gary Neville put it perfectly, if a little bit late, on Sunday. This has been going on for 6-7 weeks now. But, you know, he was disgusted by it. We should all be disgusted by it. But I actually would say I don't think think there's a solution now, unless the club grow a pair and basically say the captaincy's going to Ronaldo. But Rangnick's already come out and said I don't see any reason to do that. So you're always going to have this problem, because I don't think Ronaldo respects Maguire. In a footballing sense, I don't think he does. He's played with Ramos. You know, he's played with Chiellini. He's played with Rio Ferdinand and Vidic. He's played with some of the world's best centre-backs. He's now playing with a centre-back who, look, he's not one of the world's best centre-backs, and he's not one of the world's best captains. So when Ronaldo's playing in a team that's struggling, he's probably looking to his captain and going, you know, your job is actually to lead in performance as well as leading ability. And so I don't think Ronaldo respects that leadership. And I don't think Maguire probably likes the fact that his captaincy's been undermined. I can see both sides. To me, it's not about ability. It's about, you know, ultimately, let's be honest here. Instead of having a witch hunt against Harry Maguire or Marcus Rashford or Cristiano Ronaldo or Bruno or anybody else, why don't we look at it in a mature way as a fan base and say, ultimately, this comes down not to whether there's an English clique and a Ronaldo clique, or Maguire and Ronaldo aren't getting on, or anything like that. These may well be true. These probably are true. Like, there is dressing room unrest. But you know what? If you're a teacher and you've got a couple of kids arguing, who solves that problem? Do you leave them keep arguing? Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video, because we all know only legends like videos, and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video, and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching, as always.